Yeah, there are more people coming. I'm just putting them in. So this is one of the books I want to tell you guys. This is really good book. And yeah,
The
just
meeting is being recorded.
what's that? Sorry.
The meeting is getting recorded.
Yeah, because there are other people who want it to be recorded if they are not present.
So,
Should I press OK?
Yeah. Do you have to click something? I don't think so. You do. Okay, this is the book I want to tell you. It's really good book. If you guys are doing this creative writing on your own, you can also just do this book on your own. It's really good book. And the best thing about this book is it tells you all the topics like informal letter. Do you guys like writing a letter?
yes.
Know how to write a letter? Or you don't know how to write a letter? Do you like writing a letter?
Uh,
Do you?
kind of.
Kind of, okay.
Yes.
So all of you you all like writing a letter. So this book basically starts, if they, this is a, okay. It starts with something which is very, very important for you guys. It's, this book tells you, let's see, what does, it tells you about your senses. You know, senses is something which is very important for your creative writing. So you have to use your senses when you're doing creative writing. So this book tells you about different senses. So if you can describe this different senses, you know what senses are basically. Do you guys know what senses are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any one of you can tell me.
This is sound twice.
Sorry, what's that?
It says sound twice.
No, it's basically senses are what we all have. We have five senses. You know what our five senses are?
Smell.
Yeah, it's one of them. Good. It's
Sound.
on the board. If you guys can see, they have
Yeah.
it's on the screen.
Taste.
It's basically on the screen. You can see. It tells you about five senses, don't it?
Touch.
Yeah. So your five senses are basically smell, taste, sound, touch. How do you feel? Feel is also one of your senses because your feelings. How do you feel? If your
Yeah.
friend is rude to you, you really feel upset, don't you?
Yeah.
So if your friend is upset, you'll be feeling really upset. You'll be like, oh my God, why is she so upset to me? So creative writing is not bad. I mean, if you guys don't like creative writing, it's not a bad thing because you will
Oh
start
no.
liking it. No? And creative writing is something very important. If you're giving, like if you're giving midway, or if you're giving any other super selective schools, creative writing is in all the schools you have it. So all the schools have creative writing, super selective schools. And if you're giving like Bexley doesn't have creative writing. Kent has creative writing, but it's not marked. So that's, you guys are lucky if you're giving Kent. No, it's not marked. So these are the type of things you have to think when you're trying to do your creative writing. Because in your creative writing, you have to have the five senses. You have to think about these five things. So this book tells you that, and then it'll tell you about, it's given you one picture, mean a scene. You don't call a picture, you call it a scene. It gives you a scene, and then it tells you using the settings, use the five senses to describe this scene. So how would you do that? So it tells you all that. And the next thing is it also tells you about another one, like another scene is there, and it tells you about the blue shirt. There's a person in the blue shirt. Can you see the person? So basically, they're asking you to describe that person. What is he carrying? Where is he going? How is he feeling? Does something happen to him as he's waiting in the street? So you can see him, he's waiting, he's not even going. So you have, this is, in the real test, you won't have, these are the ideas what they have given you. But in the real test, you won't have ideas like this. So you have to, in the real test, think about how to do it. So this is a good book. We'll be doing this book if you guys join us, and I'll just do that. Let's do. But today, what the main thing I really want to do with you guys is I just want to give you a little idea about something. Christmas. Do you guys like Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes. Yeah, it's fun doing Christmas.
It's fun giving. Okay. So basically, this one is the topic what I have chosen today is about Christmas. So I thought that let's do
Okay.
something which interests you guys. You know?
Yeah.
Yay.
So this is something which will interest you guys. I won't be telling you guys to write something today. I'll be just giving you a basic idea what a creative writing class basically looks like. So every week you'll be having a different topic. And in that, all of you would be writing about that topic. You have to think about the topic. Like if I see this one, what does the first thing come in your mind? If you look at this scene, this picture, basically, let's call it a picture now. What do you think comes in your mind? If I tell you that, look at this picture is so good. So what's the first thing which comes in your mind when you look at this picture? Any ideas? Just raise your hands and let us know if you guys can tell us what are the things come in your mind when you look at this picture. Let's see how great you guys are. So I think so. Chetan has raised his hand. So can you tell me? Oh,
So it's very bright.
it's very bright. Okay. So that's the thing that comes in your mind. Anybody else? I think so. I'm sorry if I'm not spelling your name right, but the name is Ariba, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I can see that like everyone's has a different color umbrella.
So you think it might be raining then?
Yeah.
Okay. You think it's raining, right? Anybody else have a different view about this
Me.
picture? You, okay, you tell the boy in the red shirt. What do you want to say?
I want to say that I can see there is like a particular colors in there.
Oh, yeah, that's good. There are particular colors. And none of you told me one thing what I can see. I don't know if you guys can see. It looks like something like a fairy, what do you say? A fair is going on, right?
Yeah, a fair is going on. Yeah.
So I feel like it's like a fair is going on. And then I can feel like, what else can you feel?
How is this?
What? Sorry?
How is this?
It looks like a fair. Can you see that? And it looks like
Oh yeah.
they all are standing they all are standing with an umbrella and they all are waiting for what? Their turn to go in the merry-go-round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah?
maybe the shop.
Yeah, I can see the shops also. There's somewhere here. Or they all are waiting for fish and chips.
But I don't have or anything. No. I think they can mute you and mute you.
So you can see that this is something we all can see. No?
Yes.
Okay. Should we go with the second picture, which you guys can tell me, or you want to tell something else about this one? Any more things about the buildings? None of you told me about the buildings. You can see so many buildings there. And I can see another thing I can see is there's a Christmas tree here. Can you see it?
Yeah. Of course there should be Christmas.
But none of you told me that. And there's also there's Christmas lights everywhere.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
And there's actually an an asterisk down there.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
you're right. It is. Guys, if you can mute yourself and unmute when you want to speak, it'll be great. Because if we can only hear the sounds of your surroundings, then you guys won't be able to understand what I'm saying. Yeah? What do you think? A good idea?
yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Let's see what's in the next one. So, in the next one, they are asking you what I asked you guys before. They're asking you, what can you see? And this is the other way of looking at the picture. I'm just looking how many of you raised your hands. I did ask all of you. So in this one, what they told you was about, if you please don't write here, that will be great. So you can see that it says that what can we see, and other things what they said was the lights sparkling like stars. So there was something you could describe. So these are some of the adjectives they have used. So basically, in your creative writing, you also have to use some adjectives to describe what you guys are asking about. So if you use different adjectives, you can also use adjectives. So now all of you have a piece of paper. So we'll be doing a fun activity that's about adjectives. Yeah. So you guys, everybody of you know what an adjective is.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So all
Yes.
of you know what adjective is.
Yes.
So I would ask you guys to have a piece of paper with you and try writing different adjectives of describing this picture, this scene basically. So use different adjectives to describe, like they have used one. It's here, like lights sparkling like stars. I could see. And if I am writing a creative writing, I would say that I could see uh, lights were, there were so many lights, they were sparkling like stars. So this is the way I use my adjective. So there'll be a different way of you using your adjective. So how would you use that? Shweta, if you can have your camera on. Aryan, camera on. Aparna, camera on. I have so many children here who have joined without the camera. Someone is in the Samsung without a camera. So just have your cameras on, all of you. So we can see all of you. No?
Is my camera on?
Yes, it is on. When you guys are ready, just let me know, yeah? So remember, when you using adjectives, don't use the basic adjectives what everybody use. The basic adjectives are beautiful. The scene is so beautiful. Or another adjective what everybody else use is, what else can, there's a lot of basic ones what everybody uses. So try using some of the adjectives which are different. Yeah. So if you use different adjectives, it'll be great for you guys. So I know there are 22 of you which have joined us. So I can ask all 22 of you to give me with your names here. Let's start with the first group, what I have here, that I'll move on to the next one. I can see there are two boys sitting together, Chetan, right? Yeah. So one of your names would be Chetan. What's the other name? You can unmute yourself and you can say.
I'm Conrad. And I'm Chetan.
Okay. So you're friends.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So do you guys want to? Oh, I thought your camera is gone.
Yeah.
Do you both want to describe one at a time? What adjectives did you use? Yeah.
Yeah, you go first. One of them I put was gleaming.
That's a nice one. Good. What about your friend?
I put the unique scene.
Good. You both did. Ali, it's your turn now. What adjective did you use?
I used blinding.
Good. And now I have
Extraordinary.
extraordinary is also good, but that's very commonly, it's very common. So try using something which is not uncommon, because remember that when you're giving your 11 plus, you need to be different from others. Yeah. So you can't use the same things what others use, because as you know that everybody will be using words like extraordinary and things like that. Yeah. Araf, is your turn now. What adjective did you use?
I said the colossal market.
Good. I have someone R.I. I don't know the full name. It only shows me R.I.
Lights glistening like the sun.
Sorry?
The lights glistening like the sun.
It looks like your mother is saying it. It doesn't look like your voice. Is it?
Yes.
It is your voice.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I can hear your voice. Yeah, that's fine. Arav, you have gone your turn. Ali got his turn. Now it's Ayu. Ayu? Is she gone? Gone. Meher, what did you use?
I used the lights are shimmering in the night sky.
Good, Meher. Who else is here? Parveen is here. Ayu is back. You want to use? Which one did you use? A-Y-O. Okay, Praveen, do you want to say which one did you use?
Ginormous.
Yeah, that's fine. And we have someone using from iPad. I can't see your full name. It's Man. Guys, Arif, don't use that, because your name can come when you're writing on the board. So don't try writing it. Praveen, did you get a turn? Yes, you did, right? Okay. Who
Yes,
else
miss.
is it? Okay, that's fine. And I have one. mm, Starts with the M, somebody's name. I can't spell the full name. Do you want to say it? You're using your iPad, right? To unmute yourself and you can say. It's Mansoreh. It's using an iPad. Unmute yourself and tell me.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I told you not to use beautiful because you have been using that. That's something common. So try using something which is uncommon. Now it's your turn. It's Areeqa. You want to unmute yourself and tell.
I
What
used
adjective did you use?
breathtaking.
Yeah, that's a good one. Now I have Arjun.
I use mammoth in this in the context fields in the background, set apart in a mammoth way.
Wow, you wrote a lot. That's good. So we have Oliver and I think so. There's two people. Are there two people there, Oliver? Do you want to say what adjective did you use?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, my name's Olivia, not Oliver.
You spelled it wrong then here.
Oh,
What adjective did you use? It's fine. What adjective did you use?
lustrous lights. Lustrous means like bright and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's good. Now we have Khushi. Khushi. Khushi's gone. So we have Nelson now.
Astonishing. What did you spell my name?
What did you write? Sorry.
Astonishing.
Yeah, that's good. And then
Footpath.
good. Then we have Aparna, right?
Yeah.
What adjective did you use?
Sparkly.
Good. I have two people who don't have their I can't see their faces. So I won't be able to ask you if you don't have your cameras on. So I have Aryan now. Aryan is there. Aryan, what did you use?
Gargantuan.
Good. And we have one AYO. Unmute yourself, please, and tell me what adjective did you use? Not interested. And then I have Nakshit, right? Nakshit, you want to unmute yourself and tell us what did you use?
Exquisite.
Sorry?
Exquisite.
Yeah, that's fine. Good. So the first thing is when you have something like if you have a creative writing, something like that, you have to think about the adjectives you can use. I think so. I didn't use other people. There's some people left here. So I'll be giving you guys turn next time. Yeah. So let's go with the other one. So now there's another scene now. And let's, I have a person, you know who speaks very nicely.
A bejeweled Christmas tree was reaching up towards the sky.
Did you hear her speaking? Yeah?
Yes.
Did you like her sound? No?
It was nice. Just no.
Just nice. Okay.
Nice.
She's basically called assistant. You know, she assists me. When you guys need to know a meaning of something, if I just click on the meaning, she tells me the meaning of the words and things like that. So it's very good. So now we are back to the same picture what you guys were doing. So when you have to write about a descriptive writing, you have to think about what you will be writing. Like adjectives is something what we guys did. Another thing is you have to think about your paragraphs because I have seen that when you start writing, some of you just forget that you have to put in paragraphs. You just write a big bog of letters, like starting from the top till the end, blah, done. No? So you have to think about something. You have to make your paragraphs. First should be your introduction. So let's see if I can add a page here and tell you. Let me go. I'm just going in the end so I can create a page so I can tell you about the things what you guys can include in your creative writing. So oh, it won't let me allow a page. Let me go back. Okay, don't do it. it doesn't want, I should have saved it, which I didn't do it. So it won't let me do it today. It's not in the good mood with me. So let me not in the good mood. So basically, I can just write it on the side somewhere. Let me just go back. I can go on the next one. So basically, you have to have 3 paragraphs when you start writing about creative writing. So the first one should be your introduction. Introduction means you have to think about, yeah, we did this one. So the first one should be your introduction. So you have to think about what you guys are going to write. So you should make a plan. It's basically called a plan. So you have to plan your writing, what you guys are writing. And the plan could be like, the plan should include your introduction. Second one is your main paragraph, is the one in which you have to think about what suspense or things you will write. Like in this one, in this scene, you could also write, you could create your own character. Because when you have a picture like this, you can create your own character. And after creating your own character, you can have a suspense in that character. You can do a suspense. Like in this one, I would say, I have zoomed in the picture a little bit for you guys. And I've done that so that you could see that. Uh, let me get it the other way. The way of zooming in is to tell you guys that you could write about anything. Like you could write about the fair, like I really wanted to go to a fair, right? And it was my dream to go to a Christmas fair. But to my surprise, when I entered this fair, it was just crowded and it started to rain. Because remember that everybody's holding umbrellas. So it must be raining. When I entered the fair, I just saw that it was raining and everybody was having had a different umbrellas, or you could say the umbrellas were looking like a rainbow. Because if you look at the umbrellas, they're different colors. Yeah? Can you see it? They're different color umbrellas, but mainly I can see it's red because it's Christmas. That's why everybody must have thought, let's take a Christmas umbrella, a red color one. So everybody was taking an umbrella. You could say that. And now the second paragraph, this is your introduction. The second paragraph should be for you guys to tell about suspense. The suspense is you really wanted to see the fair, but it was too crowded. You could not see it. What would happen then? Or you could see that there was a child crying in the fair because it was so crowded, the child was lost. So you have to think about different things. How would you make the story interesting? So let's look at this one now. Now, another thing is about the fairy ground rides, the rides I was telling you guys. So if you look at the rides, you could describe the rides, how were the rides, or you could describe that when you were going on the rides. Remember that when you going on the rides, you have to describe your feelings. How do you feel when you go to a ride? So you have to think about your feelings. Let's write it down here. Oh, it'll let me write down here. So you have to think about your feelings. And again, the next thing what I was telling you guys was about your 5 senses. You have to include your 5 senses. Another thing you have to include, and when you include your feelings, obviously, when you're going on basically, when you guys are going on a ride in a ferry, how do you feel? You're scared, right? Or you don't want to go to the ride. Your friend has taken you to the ride. She's forced you. No, we are going on this ride. And she's telling you, you really have to go on this ride. And you feel like, if I go on this ride, I'm going to vomit because the ride is just going round and round. And remember, just think about it. It's raining. You're going on the ride and the ride is going round. How would you feel? Scared? Then it comes your feelings. How would you feel? Or you could say that your suspense would start here. Going on the ride because you're on the ride. You're going around, you're looking at the fair from the beginning till the end. No? Ali, are you sleepy? Little bit. Looks like Ali looks like he's, oh my God, she's making me bored. No? Going on talking about Christmas fair. It's not even Christmas. So you could think about different things about this, the rights. So I said that the rights could have feelings, senses, or another thing. Remember, this is there's one thing which comes like roller coaster. If you guys are going on a roller coaster ride, how would you guys feel? So going in the roller coaster ride is the same way you're going on this ride. This ride would be less scary. So you could describe the difference between a roller coaster and this one. Or you could say that I was thinking this will be as scared as roller coaster, but this one is not as scared as a roller coaster. I have some children have their hands up. So let me think what these all want to ask. Ariba, what do you want to say?
I just
Bad throat?
I just wanted to say that are we allowed to compare it with something like a simile or metaphor?
Yeah, that's what I'll tell you later on. You have to use them also. Arav, you also have your hand up. What do you want to say?
I want to say that it is as petrifying as it's not as petrifying as a roller coaster is.
Sorry?
It's not as petrifying as a roller coaster is.
Yeah, that's fine. And I think so both the friends also have their hands up. Do you guys want to say something?
Yeah, I have something to say about the picture. It is a rainy golden day in the fair with a gleaming merry-go-round.
Yeah. But you know why they have decorated it? Because of the Christmas, maybe. Like you have in Winter Wonderland in Christmas. No?
I think I
It looks
went
something similar to that.
Yes.
Should we go on the next slide now?
Yeah.
Yeah? You guys are ready. Okay, let's go. Oh, this one looks good. It looks like stalls. Stalls. What may be sold at the different stalls again? So you could write this also. So what do you think would be sold in them? I think this one is selling something. Ice cream, no. Looks like something or some food or something. You all speak one at a time. If you want to speak, let's see somebody's writing in the chat. Not working camera. I can't do anything. Your camera is not working. You know, it happens with me when somebody wants to tell me that it's not, my camera is not working. It actually is. Okay. So what do you think would be in the stalls? What would be in the stalls? Oh my God. Look at the hands up. Let's get the other people here. We can't see them. Parveen, do you want to say?
Yeah, there
Would be in
can
the
be
stalls?
food or drinks at the stalls. Yo, let me talk.
Yeah, that's fine. You're right. It would be that. Nilsson, what happened? Do you really want to talk?
That was my sister.
What? Do you want to say? What will be in the stalls?
Churros.
Sorry?
Churros.
Okay. Anybody? Let's see. Anybody else is here? Meher, what will be in the stalls?
I think there would be like hot pressed donut.
Yeah, it's winter. Would be something hot. Praveen, Arjun, writing down. So, do you want to say what will be in the stalls?
I've currently written down, I think, treats and sweets. I haven't written this down though yet, but with a variety as big as a full-grown Asian elephant.
Wow. Looks like you like writing creative writing, don't you?
Yeah, I do it at school a lot of the time.
That's why you're giving me good answers. Good. Okay. Should we move on to the next? Arif, sleepy. Should we move on to the next one to make you active? Stalls was not exciting, was it? Yeah.
Yeah, stalls was not that exciting, but the next one is more exciting.
Oh, you remember the next one. Okay.
Yeah.
But in the stalls, you could also have you guys gone on Winter Wonderland? There are some stalls in which you can also play games. There are playing stalls in which you can also win prizes. So stalls are not so bad.
But my parents never let me go to Winter Wonderland.
They never let you. Okay. So you
Yeah.
imagine that you are in Winter Wonderland now. Yeah. Because it's too crowded. Maybe that's why they don't like you going there. You can try here. So should we move on to
It's
the next
because
one?
of the weather I'm not going to Winter Wonderland.
And it's too cold. Should we move on to the next one? Let's see. See, I told you, sweet stall. See, it's getting exciting now. And imagine that there's a queue there, a line there for what? For these things. So imagine if you are looking at the sweets, what adjectives could you guys use using the sweets now?
Yeah.
And you can use now what you were saying, Ariba, what you were saying before, similes and metaphors, you can use here to describe the sweets.
Mm.
No?
They were as yummy as a scrumptious
Let me just try using my phone and see what else you can use sweets. Similes to describe the sweets. Sometimes using your internet sometimes is also good because internet also gives you good ideas. Do you guys know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I did creative,
Yes. Yeah.
Similes for sweets. Should we ask
every
for
time.
sweets? Oh, sweet as a honeybee. The sweets were as sweet as a honeybee. They've given one of them. And sweet as a new wine. How can it be sweet as a wine? They've given one of this sweet as a wine, sweet as the light of the stars. So there are so many. If you look at the internet, there are so many of them you can see there. You can see there are lots and lots of them. And here also they have said here, if you look here, they have said that sweets and candy hang from the stall like fruit ripe for picking. So imagine going to, I don't know if you have if you go to any shopping mall, you can see they also have shops of sweets. You can just go and shop there. No? So again, the thing is, all these things should be there. You have to describe every single thing. And let's see, the next one is the nice one. Oh, look at this Christmas decoration. So, Christmas decoration is something you guys like. Do you like Christmas decoration? Do you decorate your house with the Christmas lights, things like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, all of you do. So, you can describe the Christmas lights now. And let's see how this person speaks about the Christmas lights. Speak now.
The Christmas decorations are suspended from the stalls like colorful water droplets ready to fall.
That's one of the examples. So again, you have to describe about every single thing. You know why we are going on each thing? Because these are the things what I asked you in the beginning, what you could see. So what things you all could see, you could describe all of them little bit. But remember that in the descriptive writing, you only have 3 paragraphs. Is the main thing, you only have to write 3 paragraphs. So you can't keep writing and writing and writing. Yeah. And never do that. I mean, this is something I've always seen, especially boys doing that, to be continued. In the end, they write. When they don't know how to complete the creative writing, they write in the end to be continued. No? And I feel like when I'm reading it, what to be continued, man? What am I reading? To be continued. They don't end the story, the descriptive writing, and they say to be continued. So don't do that. And if you want to describe any of the things, just decide which one you want to describe and keep describing it and stick to that. And the thing is, like, if you are describing the stalls or you're describing the decorations, just stick to that point only. If you are just take 2 points and go throughout, you can't just do that when you're describing about Christmas lights and decoration. In the third paragraph, you start writing about something different you have not written in your writing at all. Yeah. So you basically have to choose any two topics. I'm saying 2 things to describe. And again, think carefully about the Christmas market. It's a Christmas market. I was thinking, what can you see? What can you hear? What can you smell? And obviously, when there are so many people standing next to each other, you will smell something. What would it be? I don't want to say to you guys, they sweat. No? Or someone is like standing next to you and it's stinking and like, oh, I went to the Christmas. It was so crowded and the people next to me were really. So now let's plan your description piece of writing. So the thing is, these are the things. If you look at this one, again, this is one of the stalls which are there. So this is another type of stalls what you can see in the Christmas fair or Christmas market. And this is all things you can do. And there are other things also you could say about what else can you write? Because we have done, you could write about these dolls here. They look like Russian dolls. You know the Russian dolls are really famous? Yeah. So you could describe these Russian dolls because they are also in the fair. You would feel like looking at the dolls, you could feel like they're real, something like that. So always try having a suspense when you're writing it down. And after you have a suspense, try to end in a way which is not like, as I told you guys, in a way like to be continued. Don't do that. Because if you do that, it would be really boring for someone to read. And always try thinking about your paragraphs, yeah, and your sentences. Don't try writing big sentences. Try to write small sentences which make sense. And always try thinking about your spellings. What are you using? Don't use words in which you don't know the spellings of. It's better to get things right than getting it wrong. So always try using different new vocabulary words. So you have to work on your vocabulary when you do creative writing. You have to work on your planning. You have to plan because you won't be given so much time. And if you do some topics, like if you do some topics like for my Southern stage 2 and St. Olive stage 2, I normally make boys do 4 5 topics. And I know these are the topics they will definitely get. And touch wood, every year they do get. So there are some things you all have to think about is letter writing is something, if you are giving super selective schools, you have to work on your letter writing. And do you guys like reading newspapers? No. Or look into news?
Yeah.
I do sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Like it.
If
That's
it's
good.
up to date.
Because if you read the news, the topics what you get in the 11 plus is related to the news. What's happening in the world? I mean, what's happening? Like the boys in St. Olives, they got something about the refugees. They had to write a letter thinking about how would you feel if about refugees, something like that. So you have to basically read, or I know reading is boring. Nobody likes reading. I also don't like reading a newspaper. But just try looking at the news sometimes, because your topics, what they will give you, will be related to something what's happening present. They won't give you topics like this one, right? About Christmas fair, things like that. They will never give you that. They might give you something with the world war going on, or they would tell you something about the refugees. How would you feel? They might give you arguments. So the topics what they give you is, we will be doing some topics like arguments. This topic what we did today is basically for the year fours. So the year fours would be doing topics like this to make them love creative writing. But if you are in year five, the topics what you guys will get would be more of like arguments, in favor, in against, letter writing, and what else I was thinking? Yeah, letter writing and things like that. And they will give you a comprehension, and they'll tell you in the comprehension it's written to be continued, and then they will tell you to write a complete what will happen next, things like that. So you have to practice a lot of things like this. So I just want to ask you, let's think about this. I know this is a topic for basically for year fours, end of year five, not end of year five. End of year five will be giving more advanced topics. So if you have a topic like this, what would you guys write about? What are the two things you will choose and you'll continue writing about? Let's see, who should I ask? Let me see. I have not asked because there are 19 of you. 3 people backed out. They thought it's too boring. They've gone. So let's see the ones I have not asked. Aparna, I have not asked you anything. Do you want to unmute yourself and tell us what you want to tell? What are the two things from this descriptive writing you're going to talk about? Aparna, what are the two things you like here?
They are sparkly and
What are the two things you will write about? I think you will be writing about the lights. Are you going to write about the lights?
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And is any other thing you will write?
Um mm, no.
No? That's only one thing, but you need to at least choose two things to write, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see who else didn't get Ali, did you get a turn? You did? Do you want to tell us what are two things you're going to write about?
I'm gonna write about the lights and
Only the lights. That's it? Nothing else?
lights and maybe the food.
Choose one more thing.
The food around in the stores.
Yeah, that's good. At least you got two things. Parveen, what would you write? What are the two things you will talk about?
The Christmas decorations or the market or
Good.
the wines or
At least you got two things. Let's see now. I have someone with RI. I think so. You got a turn. Do you want to unmute yourself and tell me what are the two things you're going to write about?
Do you
You will
mean
tell
me?
I want to talk about the The decorations and the sweet shops.
Okay, decorations. Anybody have a different thing they're going to write about? Come on, guys. You are in a
Nirupam wants to tell.
what?
Oh, Nirupam wants to. He didn't get the chance, so he wants to tell something to you.
Yeah, tell please.
I want to write Christmas decoration only.
Good. Anything else about the except the Christmas decoration?
And
One more thing.
Christmas town.
Yeah, that's good. Who didn't get a turn? I'm just looking. I'm just.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop now. The ferry wheel and the stool.
Good. So you guys know now what you all will be writing about, right?
Yeah.
Ananya, did you get a turn? You want to unmute yourself and tell us what are two things you want to write about?
I'm going to write about how colourful the stalls and the balls are.
Good.
And
So,
about their sizes.
anybody has something different to write about? Let's see. Different. Anything different, guys? Come on.
Yeah.
Ye-
The sparkling glass decorations like planets in the sky.
Good. That was our listening. Something different. Something different except the decorations, the lights, the stalls, anything else. Okay, let's go with the first one. Let me get the first picture for you guys so you can have more ideas. First one, first one, first one. Come on, first one. I'm looking for. That's the first one. I'll have the first one here. Okay, that's your first one. Something different now. Remember, creative writing is always about different things. So think differently now and then tell me what different, no decorations. If you're talking about decorations, don't tell me. Talking about shops, don't tell me. Talking about anything else, just tell us. Yeah? No rights, nothing. Something more different. Let's see the people who didn't get a turn now. Who didn't get a turn? Want to raise your hands up? Okay. You must, I'm going to, in front of you guys will be asked to unmute, means I want you to speak. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, tell me.
I'm writing about the Christmas tree and the candy store.
So you're talking about, okay. Good, let's ask someone else. Keep looking. You will be in front of you, will be asked to unmute, means I want you to unmute and give a turn. Oh, busy playing with the pencil, not listening. You're not looking. It will be asked to unmute, means it's your turn. I didn't see. I said asked to unmute.
Oh, me. So
Yeah. See, it was there.
I would not describe about the stoves and the decorations. I would describe about the carousel
Good.
and
That's
the
what I'm
rain
saying.
and the buildings.
And the buildings. Okay. The two friends, do you want to unmute? Because both of you were raising your hands before and I didn't give you a turn. Do you want to tell me something different?
What I wanted to say was I would write about the merry-go-round and also about the decoration store. I would write about like the houses in the background.
Good. I like your one because I said something different. And he is the only one who said about the houses. Arjun, you said you have written a lot about creative writing in your school. Something different.
I was gonna go with the Christmas and decorations and the sweets, but I've now got an idea of about the background. Like there's a star on the top of one of the buildings. That I've got an idea to write about that too, and about like being in the crowds.
What about the sky?
For me.
No? Look at the sky. Can you see the
Oh yeah,
sky?
also, yeah, that would be.
Yeah. You look, are you in year 5, right?
I'm in year 5, yes.
Yeah. For you, I would say that just don't go with the decorations and things like that.
Yep.
Think beyond that. Beyond that means you'll be looking at the sky, right?
Yeah.
And there's one more thing I want to tell you. Can you see the buildings? All the
Yes,
buildings
yes.
have something in common.
Like they look like they're all built by built in wood. They're all like similar shapes, similar style of the building.
And they all look tall.
Yeah.
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 So these are the things they want you to describe when you're in year 5. They don't want you to describe about the stalls, things like that. Are you getting me?
Yeah. I've got an idea about.
So this is what they normally want. They want you to be different from others. Yeah.
Okay, yes, yeah.
Because any of it's fine. They can talk about the decorations. They can talk about the merry-go-round. But for you guys, it's if anyone of you are in year 5, it needs to be beyond all these things.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Because remember, you need to be different from others. Everybody is going to write about the merry-go-round.
Yeah,
Everyone is going to write about the decoration.
at the very start I wrote this. The buildings are towering over the neighboring land, making it look like a grain of rice.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, guys, let's leave it here now. That's all for now. From next week, we'll be having 2 sessions. That'll be different for year 5s and year 4s. If you're in year 5, your session would be in the evening from, I think so, year 4s would be 4:15 to 5:45. 4:15. Yeah, it's 1 hour, 15 minutes. And then would be the year 5 sessions. It'll be different because I don't want to do things same for both of you because year 4 needs to know basic things first. And if you're in year 5, we need to go more advanced with you guys. Are you all getting it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
What about
Yeti? I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, guys? So we are done for now.
I didn't hear what you said.
I just said year 4 basically will do the basic things and year 5 will do more advanced stuff because you have your entrances in September. That's why.
What about year 3?
Year 3 is too young right now.
What's the time?
Year 5, I'll put in the group. Don't worry about that because I have done a poll for the parents too. Everybody wants on a Sunday because I think you guys are free on a Sundays, right?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll decide the time. Don't worry. We'll decide the time within today or tomorrow. I'll ask your parents in the group what time they all want, and then we'll go with it. Yeah. But at least you guys got a rough idea. How does creative writing look like if you guys are new to it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I've chosen this one because I really like something which is more like Christmassy type of thing. Okay, guys? So I'll leave now. So all of you can go and have a good time now. Enjoy your Sunday now, rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you guys back next week now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye, ma'am.
Bye.